Hello there guys, welcome back to some more Pokemon Leaf Green. If you haven't noticed, I'm trying to abandon the whole greetings and welcome ladies and gentlemen intro, mainly because I'm starting to hate the sound of my own voice, especially when repeating the same phrases over and over, so yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory and probably pretty natural. Welcome back to the Pokemans. Jesus Christ, I have nothing. I probably should leave this cave in the interest of surviving it. Let's actually go ahead and... I don't have any escape ropes. Wonderful. Hopefully that cough wasn't too insanely loud. The goal for today, get through the bloody Mount Moon cave and see what happens along the way. First of all, we're going to visit the Pokemon Center, which is sort of a sidetrack, so let me just actually shut the heck up and skip this part and bring you back into the action after the fact. Okay, so there we go. The boys are back in town, as it were. No, but they are at least at full health, which is very helpful. If you've been noticing, they're a sort of mellow... I don't know. If you think I've been more mellow lately than usual, or melancholic, I suppose. Mellow in the bad way. Bad, if you will. It's not as bad as all that, but it's somewhere along those lines. Work has been shitty. And on top of that, other problems have just been piling up like crazy, so yeah. In a rough couple of weeks or months. No. A rough month, a rough couple of weeks. Yeah, I guess that's the better way. Well, actually, it's been... doesn't matter how long it's been. It's been a shitty period for me, so... yeah. Kind of sucks. So that is why there may or may not be a more I don't give a hoot approach to the videos nowadays. Which I don't think is too much of a problem for everyone. I was never very happy-go-lucky. I just pretended to be, and then I got really salty. Well, at least in the League of Legends videos. But yeah, people have probably seen through my good guy facade that every YouTuber puts on. For some reason. I gave up on mine pretty fucking quickly, I think. Wouldn't say that I'm necessarily a bad guy, but I'm not interested in keeping up the whole hey guys, let's have some fun with the gaming. Which I think you should do. You should have fun while playing games. But you should also play them to escape the grueling reality of adult life. Okay, this is getting a little bit real, I suppose. Let's focus on the Pokemon and the epic quest that we have ahead of us. Moving through a very dark cave with strangely limited line of sight, because apparently darkness in the universe of Pokemon consists, if you... oh, thank God. I thought it was going to paralyze me or something. In the world of Pokemon, darkness takes the form of you being able to see about 2 meters ahead of you. Which I guess good darkness kind of does in real life. Pretty well represented when you think about it. I take back my snarky tone and sarcastic remarks. Doesn't this cave go dark at all? Have I completely forgotten everything about this game? Revive, that's... not really. Something that I need. Sorry about all the throat clearing. A Clefairy. His eyes are so out of... they're so, what do you call it, slanted, that he looks very strange. Thing is, I usually can't resist the temptation to catch a Clefairy and add to my team just because they look so cute, and for some reason they feel very rare to me. Because back in the day when I played Pokemon Red and Yellow as a young lad, I could never find a Clefairy. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I never managed to get my hands on one of those. And thus, when I finally did, playing, I think either Fire Red or replaying Pokemon Red or Yellow, I found one and I was just like, yes, I'm gonna keep this. I gotta have one of these. And it turned out to be not super great. Which, I mean, Clefairy is a fine Pokemon, but I just didn't know what to do with it back then, I suppose. Am I just going back? Yes, I am. I'm pretty sure I am. I am. That's the exact same rock formation. I don't even need to double check myself there. And of course, one step away from the ladder. Thank you, Paris. I'm just gonna ignore him. I like Paris though. I said this in the previous video. If I didn't have Bulbasaur in the team already, I would definitely go for Paris. Hilton. Let's deal with this feller. Why is he staring at the wall? Oh, a Geodude. Again, something that... Oh god, I'm getting the hiccups. This is turning out great. Oh, now he's moving. Hello there, I'm gonna kick your ass. I hope that's acceptable. Pokemon is a very nice, like... When things get a little overbearing out in the real world, you can just chillax with some Pokemon. You don't really have to think a whole lot. And it takes you back to nostalgic memories of when you were a kid and things were a lot simpler. I sound very depressed today, and I hope none of you should take it too seriously, but it's like... When I have bad days, I'm not the sort of person who enjoys ventilating too much to my loved ones. I do to an extent, of course, but the overarching panicky feeling of being an adult or something representing an adult. Yeah, I just like to keep that to myself for the most part, unless I'm drunk with some of my closest duders, friends, that is. I don't know why I call them duders, that is a very strange term that I never use in any other scenario. Maybe I do, who knows. So yeah. I've been having that thought a lot lately about video games, if they're just... Because I love video games, they're pretty much what I do, so to speak. I socialize a decent amount, and well, not so much in the near past or near, I don't know what you call it. I don't do a whole lot of partying, if you will, or things along those lines. More like family and girlfriendy socializing, which is the kind of socializing I'm very fond of. And, you know, playing games with my friends over Skype and all that shit, that's just self-explanatory. But I'm starting to wonder, I've had this thought a lot recently, probably because I'm having to deal with some very real-life things and big decisions regarding my future and whatnot. If video games have always been, or just becoming in these troubled times, something I do to just escape. Which, if so, they're very useful, but if I allow myself to get lost in that escape, then maybe it's not that healthy. If you know what I'm saying. I've checked the demographic for my videos, and most of them are 18 and upwards. A lot of them being creepy old men in their late 20s, early 30s, such as Tramus and... Tramus and Test Tube. So yeah, I think these aren't too heavy subjects for my audience to deal with, I hope not. They should be dealing with them themselves, and they probably have, actually. And I'm just behind the curve. Although I'm not in my late 20s, and I'm in my early 20s, so I have some catching... What do you call it? Some leeway. That's the wrong word too. I have some time finding the right words to describe my perilous situation, at least. Yay. My Pokemon series is devolving into either just recording for the sake of recording to test audio, or recording to vent my personal issues. Kinda like it. Of course, maybe you watching at home wanna relax and watch some gaming videos and not have the very mundane problems of a low-tier YouTuber thrust upon you. But you're stuck with it now and you can't forget it. Ha! I'm holding your emotions hostage beside my own. This guy is always like... as I said in the last video, I watched the Pokemon Origin series, which is a remake, or a, what do you call it, alternative to the official anime, or cartoon, I guess. I don't like the word anime. Fuck the word anime, I'm gonna call it cartoon. In which... oh, that's not good at all. I think fighting moves are not effective against poisonous types. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not, but he died anyways, very quickly. In that series, or in that... yeah, in that series, in that show, I guess. In Pokemon Origins, I'm great at getting stuck on absolute non-issues. In Pokemon Origins, you get to follow Red rather than Ash, and it's a lot more closely representative of what the game is as an experience. And in that, they do a lot of skipping in the story because there's only 4 episodes and they're only 20 minutes each, I think. But they glance over each little step, which is really cool. They make it very... You don't feel like you missed too much, but you know that they're fast-forwarding, I suppose you could say. And he talks about, I ran into a Pokemon freak or a super nerd or whatever, and he allowed me to get one of the fossils or something like that. And I've always been like, the super nerds in these games are very hyper-aggressive, especially for the stereotypical timid nature that nerdy people have. But yeah, these are just standoffish as hell. It's like, no, these are mine, you fuck off! And then you have the guy in the Hoenn region in Ruby and Crystal and Emerald. In the second city, when you try to pass to the third city, he's like, dude, I'm checking out some tracks here. You can't walk. You can't leave the city until I'm done. It's like, Jesus, man. Let's see if I do this right. No. So, there it is. I want me some of that Kabuto action. Kabuto is one of my favorite Pokemon, I dare say. Although I rarely fit him into my team because I build my team rather quickly. Far away in Cinnabar Island, there's a Pokemon lab. They do research on regenerating fossils. Neato. And another Zubat. Yeah. The super nerds, very standoffish, and I find them comical and annoying. The little thought that entered my head when we ran into that particular individual. Okay, so I don't even need Flash for this cave. What was I obsessing about? Interesting. Oh yeah, these guys. I'm gonna go for Mega Punch because it's awesome. A punch of roaring ferocity, packed with destructive power. When the chips are down, Mega Punch is the ultimate attack. You agree, yeah? I'm gonna teach it to your Pokemon. Oh, I have to do it right the fuck now, though. That is a problem. You'll be back when you understand the worth. Oh, I understand the worth, my friend. That, of course, is one of the problems with when you start with, first of all, Bulbasaur, because I don't think he can learn Mega Punch. And second of all, you start with very few Pokemon in your roster because you want to make room for a special little team that you have already planned out in your head, more or less. That puts me in this situation. I think teaching it to Mankey would be pretty logical. I'm pressing the wrong key, that's why this is happening. Yeah, let's give it to Mankey. Mainly because I want someone to have it. I love Mega Punch, it's a really, really good move. Fine, which Pokemon would you like to learn it? Yeah, it's just Mankey, or nothing, I suppose. Or Blaster Man, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna use Leer for anything, so let's do it that way. That way we lost very little in this exchange. Thank you, Mega Punch Man. Now we are comrades in the way of punching. You should go before you're seen by the misguided fool who trains only silly kicking. I forgot that these two guys are actually kind of funny. A kick of brutal ferocity packed with destructive power. When you get right down to it, Mega Kick is the ultimate attack. Don't you agree? Oh, you can get both? Really? I was actually unaware of that. This move can be learned only once. Is that okay? Sure. Pokemon should learn it. Okay, I'm not gonna go for both. I'm gonna save it in case I want it for someone else. I think Mega Punch is more than enough for me at present state. Okay. We made it out of the cave. I vented a whole lot of my personal issues on you. Sorry about that, but also thank you for giving me a venue for that sort of shit, I suppose. Looking in case there's something to fetch here, but there wasn't. Making that patch of flowers somewhat useless. Roar. Why would I want to teach Roar to anyone? Is this where you jump down? Yes, it is. And up here is nothing, I think. A lady. And yeah, I can't get up there. So let's bounce. And that's just this place. Okay, good. I didn't miss anything. I thought I'd ruined my own experience here. that seems like a proper place to end the episode at a fairly decent length, which is good. Pokemon Center is down there. So yeah, thank you for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed yourself, even though there was a very little focus on the gameplay, but I mean, it's Pokemon Fire Red, most people know how this goes down. And if you don't, then I'll try to be more informative. Tell me if you find it too uninformative, and I'll try to make it more informative. At least for one episode. If I found it to be very boring, very boring to do, then I'll just stop doing it. That's the kind of person I am. So yeah, that shall be it for this one. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Penis. Wonder if YouTube is gonna demonetize me for saying penis at the end of my videos. Huh.